Hello, hello, hello. Making sure you guys are good here. There. Perfection. Hi. Okay. Let me say hi to everybody. Summer Star. Hi, Rahana. Hello, Ginger. Goddess Mo. Grand Day. Stacy. Hi. Dina. Hi. Good morning, Courtney. Hi, Nia Rich Rising. Sia. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Please drop in and say hello. Amazon, Pura Vida, Grand Risings. Please let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing today. Y'all, I had such an intense day yesterday. I don't know if you guys got my email, but it was intense. It was an intense day. It was an intense day. Hello. I'm so happy you're here too. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me read everything. I've been vibing with your playlist as I unpack my house. Yes, Summer Star. Yes. I found Mellow, Will from your list. Yes, no, Mellow Will's good. I really like to find a lot of I'm big into like hip hop and rap, you know, because I grew up in New York City, like the birthplace of it, so it's very near and dear to my heart. But you know, I like positive lyrics too. So when I found positive rap, I was like, ah, this is my jam. This is where I will thrive. Hi, Jack. So I'm so happy you like the music. Here we go. Yeah, I've been cleaning up as well. I just think that's the spirit of the portal closing, like just making sure your stuff is in order, you know? Yes. I was having a wonderful start to the week. Then today, bam. That was me yesterday. I get some news that affects my safety, so I'm in shock. I still have court today, y'all. Okay, yeah. So we'll tap today. Hopefully it'll keep you grounded and centered, right? Yes, I agree, Ginger. EFT is good for shocking news, for sure. It helps you to desensitize from it so it doesn't become like a deep set trauma. So we could definitely do that today. Yes. Hello. Thanks to join the tap session, Lotus. Yes. Yes. Hi, Bill. How are you? Wow. Just woke up from an intense dream and ended with the wave of cleansing water. I love that. Yeah, anytime you have water in your dream, it's a symbol of rebirth. So I love that for you. Vita! Tropical storm in Puerto Rico? Oh my gosh. Not sure how long I'll be on. No electricity, so saving my phone. Yes, please, please, please prioritize that, okay? We love you. We're sending you good vibes, safety vibes, all of those things. And please keep me posted. Oh, I don't enjoy hearing that. Amy, hello, haven't been to the last 28 days. I'm back. I'm happy you're back, Amy. That makes me so happy to see that you came back. Yes. Oh my goodness. How's everybody feeling? As I was saying, yesterday had me in a chokehold, okay? Yeah, it was not great. It was a it was an interesting day. I mean, it ended up being really beautiful. But in the beginning, oof, it was not great. And I'm gonna explain why. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about self-worth. I felt like that would be a really good topic to chat about for today. But okay, you're safe with family. Okay, perfect. Costa Rica has a lot of rain for upcoming trip. Yeah, Costa Rica, I when I was there, man, it rained pretty much like half of the time I was there. I stayed for a month, and yeah, the rainstorms were bad. Bad. Beaches destroyed, homes destroyed. It was just, you had to ride it out, and there was absolutely no electricity. It was everything by candlelight. So I totally understand that completely. Yes, Lotus, received your email message. Oh my goodness. Yes, so you guys know. I was just like, what is going on? Retrograde is doing this big one, but I'm learning so much about myself, so I'm grateful. Same, Nia. I don't know if you were there for our retrograde episode. There's a replay on YouTube, but we were talking about using RE words to help us navigate um, retrograde, like any retrograde season, and using words that start with RE to help. So I know for myself, it was recorded and reimagined. And it's so interesting how when you pick those words, how the universe is like, okay, cool, this is what we're focusing on. Like, you sure? And you have this wild experience with it where I'm just like, I'm literally just trying to record, and it is becoming one of the most difficult things to do. And I do not understand as to why. I don't get it. And then there was the reimagining, and that's just really reimagining my relationship with technology, because me and technology, we are not linked up, we are not locked in. Um, there's a very funny antidote, like within like spiritualist communities, that people who are vibrating like at a certain frequency tend to have a lot of technology malfunction around them, just because like technology is also electricity, and our energy field is also electromagnetic, so like sometimes they clash. So it's always very funny when it happens. It's it's been a journey. It's been like almost a decade of me having this experience, and it's so funny because as we continue to evolve as a society, even though I do feel like we're going back to a space of centering nature, centering, organic life and things like that, there's still going to be this deeply embedded foundation of technology and what we do. And I don't always look forward to that part of society. I'm just like, I love technology because it lets me communicate with y'all. Like, I wouldn't be able to have met y'all. So I'm able to cultivate a sense of gratitude for it. But running the back end as a solopreneur, I do not enjoy it. I'm working on building it up. It's a step by step, a day by day situation. Okay. There we go. Yeah, a chokehold. Okay. Yes. A whole chokehold. Not great. Yes, Nia, I'm so happy. Yes, the retrograde has me in a chokehold. Yes, you're a one woman lightning storm. Thank you, Jack. I really appreciate that. Peaceful. Hello, good morning, good day. Hi. Okay, so before we jump into talking about self worth, I want to see and check in what wins do you guys have for this week so far? My win was after yesterday in the morning. It was so hard. I was just like, oh my God, I don't know if I could do this. I took a nap, reset, because you can always reset your day. There's different ways to do it. I choose to take a nap. And then when I woke up, my sister was gonna go get my nephew from daycare, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with you. And we went to a park, and the park was so beautiful. We had so much fun. I brought my niece. She was like showing me how incredibly strong she is on the jungle gym. Like, she is such a strong child. Like, things I could not do at her age. I'm just like, you blow my mind every day. And then my nephew was obsessed with slides, so he was having the time of his life. Like, hearing them laugh and play and being outside, like in nature, just seeing nothing but like green fields and like kids having fun. It was a nice reset. It was definitely a reset that I needed, and I was very proud of myself for soothing my Capricorn placements that make me want to like, I can tend to be a bit obsessive with my work ethic, right? Because I'm very passionate about what it is that I do. So it can get a little obsessive sometimes. It can get a little intense. So I was very proud of myself for being able to say, okay, you did all you could do today. Trying to push past anything else is literally going to cause you harm emotionally, mentally, right? It's exhausting you physically. Your body is tense. So instead of us doing that, why don't we pause, be at peace with what we've done, and then go and do something that feels good and is less stressful? Because working always feels good to me. That is something that I have come to realize, is that I enjoy the work that I do. Now, working for other people, working in situations, I don't know, that may not be for me, but working in the sense of cultivating content that's around spirituality, wellness, neuroscience, emotional healing, energy healing, positive psychology. Like, I love all of that because I love to study. I love to learn it because it helps me to know myself better. So I can tend to lose myself in the passion. So I was very proud of myself for not going that deep, and pausing and resetting myself and just being like, okay, girl, you did enough today. There's tomorrow, and it's going to be okay. And if it does not work out, if your end goal does not get reached, does not get met, it's okay. You're going to be okay. Everyone's going to be fine. You are well. Go live your life. So I was very proud of myself for leaning into that. So yay us, okay? Yay us. Is Siobhan here? I would love that. Big day. Yes, God, it's my birthday to your mom. Yes, happy birthday to your mom. My mom's birthday is today too. I called her at 12. Yes. She was so funny. She was like, why are you calling me right now? I'm like, girl, it's your birthday. Like, Leos. Leos. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm so excited. Hello, Siobhan. We're so happy you're here with us. When, yes, peaceful. Yesterday was my son's 7th birthday. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. I just realized that Kieran's son, what his birthday was on Sunday. Oh, if you're watching the replay, happy birthday, Logan. I organized my classroom. Yes, found time to ground and calm myself daily. Went out with my friends on Sunday. Yes. Ooh, that sounds so nice. I love that. I love that. My other one was walking the Ben Franklin Bridge with my family. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Happy New Year of Life to your mom, Lotus. Thank y'all. Feliz cumpleaños, Mama de Lotus. Thank you. I'll let her know. She's so funny. She's just like, how old am I again? I'm like, Mom. Like, I, these are things that I want you to know. These are things that I want you to be aware of. She's really a funny gal. But yes, please send some more wins. Let me know. I'm gonna just screenshot the ones that I see here. Even, and remember, your wins don't have to be these magnificent, huge things, right? I want us to get comfortable with our wins being like, I was able to stay calm during an argument that normally would trigger me, or, I prioritized taking a nap instead of pushing through, the way that I normally would. These are all different wins. And the reason why we start off each session with wins is because I want you to begin getting comfortable identifying the good things that are happening in your life, even amongst the chaos, right? The thing is that there's always joy at all moments of every day. There's always joy, there's always satisfaction, there's always peace. But there's also always chaos. There's also always frustration and annoying. There's always something to find that can disrupt you or something that can bring you into harmony. So the goal is by announcing your wins, whether you feel that they're big or small, it helps your brain to start looking for more of that as opposed to where it's probably set, which is in looking for the things that are going wrong to keep you safe, right? Like that's our default network in our brains, like making sure that you stay alive. So I'm looking out for all the dangerous things, reminding you that last time you almost got hurt when you went into that place, so you don't do that again. Like all of these things are coming up, and it can make you feel like you're not doing well in life, right? It can make you feel like there are no wins happening. So I encourage you to strengthen your practice along with everyone here so that you can start to notice the better things in your life. And I am a walking, living testament of having that. What are my wins almost on a daily basis? One of the things that we ask in the prayer circle, and I might be reframing the question, but it's like, tell me something good that happened to you today, you know? Because you can easily talk about the thing. It's not hard to complain. It really is not a hard thing to complain. It's not a hard thing to sense danger. It's not a hard thing to be dissatisfied. It's pretty easy to get to that space, right? And when you start to learn more about the brain and the body, pain is a huge signifier to keep like the body and the mind in a certain place, so that again you're not like falling off a cliff or being in a situation that's harmful. But you really want to get to a space where it's like, okay, even though this is happening, like yesterday morning, literally crying in tears, devastated at how frustrated I was about wanting to get something done and completed for my community. And I could have let that be my entire personality for the day and just been like, my morning was shitty, and that's just what it was. And I'm going to just keep it that way. But because I work on finding those wins, I was able to turn my day around. And I know a lot of people struggle with that. I know a lot of people struggle with turning their day around, turning the moment around, reframing their mindset so they can remember, like, yes, this crazy thing is happening to me, right? However, And it's not to negate it, right? Because we're going to still honor the things that we go through because they're there for us to experience. However, I don't want this to just weigh on me for the entire day, for the entire week, the month, for years. So the more vigilant you become about witnessing your wins, the easier it becomes for you to see more and more of them. You'll begin to compound that effort, okay? Okay. I'm checking in. Yes, the Ben Franklin Bridge. I'm not gonna say because I know like Philadelphians are like really prideful of their city and I want to be very respectful. But as a New York City girl, I will kind of always favor the Brooklyn Bridge. It's just aesthetically pleasing. But Ben Franklin Bridge is absolutely beautiful. It's such a thrilling thing to be up in the sky like that. I really felt very close to source. It was so nice. I loved every moment of it. It's something that I'm willing to make like a weekly thing. That's how much I enjoyed it. Okay, let's see. Yes. Lotus dropping the psych terms, default network. Yeah. So yes. Goddess Mo. Yes, let me take a picture of your win. Ooh, okay. My client had a terrible day. I can relate. I was responding well until the evening episodes. I did not like my reaction, so I went outside, touched some grass. Yes, made sure he was okay, then went and took a nap after meditating in your group. It helped me come back to myself. I love that. I love that you were able to reset. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing your win. Yesterday was my book's anniversary. What, Nia? It's been out for 5 years? What? Oh my gosh, that is incredible. You're a whole author. Wow. That is amazing. That is such a wow. You got it, Simone. These are beautiful wins. These are beautiful wins. Being able to reset yourself, especially when somebody upset you, and then being an author, like, come on, y'all. These are beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. I know everybody's like, wow. My wins. Yes, getting my new place unpacked. Woo, that is a big win. Because let me tell you, moving can be a journey, okay? Yes, being there while my kiddo registers for college. Oh no, so sweet. Creating a website for a business, self-regulating myself with yoga and sound, loving my partner, where we're at now, where we're going, manifesting a B-Day trip for my teen for her birthday. My win is you, Lotus. Oh, my son got here. Oh, I love this so much. That was filled with so much love. It's called Drifting, a poetry collection. Oh my goodness, Nia, drop that in the group chat so we can support you. Yes, it was a trick NYC, a trick brig question. I was basically starting trouble intentionally. Jack, please, Philadelphians, they are very prideful people. I literally just want to be at peace in the city with them. Yes, I was truly struggling and had to move into reacting instead of responding. I felt that. I felt that. It's always great too when you get like when you see a hurdle in life and you're just able to navigate it, because in the beginning it's like, oh, am I about to just slide into this downward cycle? Because I feel like I'm about to slide into this downward cycle. I feel like it's not about to be great. And then to navigate yourself, no matter how like messy it is to do so, it's not always a streamlined process when you're navigating through something that used to bring you to a spiral, right? Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes like finding your footing and just being like, right? So when you get through it, it is such a sense of accomplishment of like, wow, I got through it. Was it perfect? Was it pretty? But was it progress? Yes. And that is what matters. I was able to progress. I was able to choose. I was able to be conscious in my acts. I was able to, you know, properly show up to the situation as my best self. There was this meme yesterday that I read, and it was just like, remove yourself from the spaces or the people that trigger you to have an old response that you are wanting to grow out of. And I loved it, but I also thought about the fact of like, that's not always going to be an option. Yes, if you can remove yourself, remove yourself. I'm always down for walking away. That I am that girl where I'm just like, you know what, this is not a good use of my energy. I'm going to bow out gracefully. because I'm not here to argue with you, you know, or like I'm not here to feel unsafe in this space. That's not what I'm about to experience. But sometimes, like Goddess Mo was expressing, like it's your work and you have to be there. So being able to understand that you can still choose to take care of yourself, that you can give yourself that grace, because sometimes we get into this mindset that like we don't have the opportunity to go outside and touch grass, or we don't have the opportunity to go and take a few deep breaths, right? Or to recenter ourselves. We have to power through because we're at work. I really appreciate that level of wisdom and insight to say, you know what? Actually, for everyone's well-being, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes because I need 5 minutes. And everything is going to continue to move forward because it's really all set up to do that. I can take care of myself and things are not going to fall apart. That's huge, right? There we go. Thank you. I was truly struggling. Yes, yes, yes. God, I did touch a tree last night. Yes. I need to go hug a tree myself personally. I wanted to go and like walk in the fields at the park, but my 2-year-old nephew does not allow for that. It's very much, if you do not keep your eyes on me, I will disappear. So hopefully I'll be able to go back and like I wanted to earth, put my feet on the grass. I'm thinking about even going hiking and just going to the creek and like putting my feet in like fresh water. All those things are coming to mind now. Yes, I also walk in grass and hug a tree almost every afternoon. Jack, I love this for you. Hi, is it Ilana? I want to pronounce your name right. Ilana? I'm so sorry. Alana? Let me know. It's always so interesting when I see names of people that I know, but like they pronounce it differently. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to think of you as that person, you know? So please let me know if I pronounce that right. And if not, please break it down for me because I would like to pronounce your name correctly. I'm very big on that. Yes, these are beautiful. Tanya, hello. Hello, hello. Yes, your heart does seem very full. Yes. My slide was sliding. Goddess mode. Woo, girl, slip you slide. That was me. I had to put myself in time out. The biggest hurdle is he cannot do for himself, so I cannot just let him be. I get that. I have to help him. It's tough, and he lives with me. Yeah, see? I get that. Okay. Alana. Okay, got you. Courtney, how about the car? Yes. Yes. I have a largest piece of earth in my back patio and 2 big trees. Ooh, yes. With many other that cover the back area of the property. That sounds beautiful. It feels like in the forest or the woods while being in the city of Dallas. I love that. Okay. I'm getting there. Okay, the car is great. It's still got insurance on it. Yeah, okay. Perfect. We're glad your car is great. That makes me so happy. Okay, I love these wins. Thank y'all for sharing them. And you guys can continue to drop wins in the chat too. I wanted to talk about self-worth. We touched on this in the 28 days, but I figured we could talk about it a little bit more. So I have like a little EFT on self-worth and just talking about like what that looks and feels like for all of us, okay? Yes, we're all winning and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So, oh, 1 second, guys. Something. Wow. Okay. Oh. Okay. Not this one. Okay. I'm looking through all of my class outlines. But I really want us to. Do you guys want to do one on self-worth or raising expectations? I kind of feel like raising expectations. Let me know what you guys feel. Oh man, that's a big car. I love this. Self-worth. Okay, self-worth. Joe, hi, how are you? Self-worth. Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay, there's a bit of a mix. Okay, self-worth is coming through a lot. I can kind of mix the two of them. because raising your expectations does require a deep sense of self-worth. So we can kind of mix it too if you guys are okay with that. I'm always down for doing that too. Whatever it is that I can do to help you guys out. So we're going to minimize this one. There we go. Can you guys see me? There we go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Today has just been like so much fun. Here. Perfect. I'm just like, what's going on? Okay, now I can see you guys. Tashana, hello. I'm there. Hi there. I'm actually from Philly area too, but live in southern Spain now. Oh, I love that for you. How was that move? That sounds amazing. Oh my goodness, you find my playlist? What I can do is I can add it into tomorrow's email, Amazon. I'll make a note of that. But if you go on Spotify and you look up Wolf Mother, that's like my profile there, and you should be able to find add playlists from Spotify. Yeah, I have like a money manifestation playlist. I have like a self-love one, one for gratitude. I love my playlists. I just be like jamming with them. Okay. So we're gonna blend self-love. Oh my goodness, self-worth. I see the word here, and raising expectations, because I feel like we can do both, and it would be a really beautiful experience. So, does anybody? I want to ask a really good question. I want to make sure that it's not like. I know we have a lot of stigma around raising expectations, right? It's a very delicate line to have an expectation of someone and then to also be able to let them be who they are. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a fine line between it, right? And the truth is, it's easier for you to raise your expectations when you have healthy boundaries because you have a strong sense of self, right? You understand your worth. A lot of us will just allow whatever to happen, and we'll be like, well, I don't have any expectations of this person. You know what I mean? Because, like, they're going to do what they're going to do. And it's like a yes and a no, right? Ultimately, that person is going to do what they want to do. That just is how humanity works. But depending on your frequency, depending on how you're showing up to situation, that can influence the experience that you have with another person, right? So if you are someone that's like, this is what I expect. Like for me, I expect everyone to communicate with me with a level of kindness and a level of grace, right? That you can be a 2-year-old you could be a 98-year-old. I'm expecting that from everyone I encounter. The reason why I expect that is because that's what I give, right? That's one of the key things to talk about, is understanding that what you're expecting of others, you need to be able to give as well. I never expect anything from anyone that I'm unable to give myself, right? And I'm talking about core things, right? Because there are certain things that I'm going to expect from you that I can't do. Like, for instance, when I was dealing with Apple yesterday, my tech support has a skill set that I don't have, so I am expecting them to do that. But I am talking about like core things like kindness, generosity, being loving, being soft, being gentle. These are things that I know I express. So if you're going to be in communication with me, you have to some extent, have that ability, that capability. Otherwise, we're not going to blend well, right? And understanding that allows you to be in dynamics and in spaces that are going to really support you and allow you to feel safe and seen. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay? Beautiful. Yeah, self expectations. Those are a big one too, to have them for yourself as well. Yes, I'm actually working on lowering my self expectations. Yes, there's an interesting thing. I feel like for caregivers, for educators, for this community in particular, we have really high expectations of ourselves, like chaotically high expectations. And then with other people, we have this ability to really humanize their experience. Just be like, well, they're going through this and they've had this experience. And when they were a child, when they were 6, they had this trauma. And we're able to like talk ourselves into it being okay for us being mistreated, when in fact it's just like, yes, they may have had these traumatic experiences. most people do have traumatic experiences. I haven't met anyone yet in my 30 plus years of living life that hasn't had some type of trauma. It's just kind of a part of your human experience, right? Um, but when we have super high expectations of ourselves, that changes a lot too, right? For me, my expectations of myself are high, but they're not what they used to be, right? So, like when I was younger and I was in that hustle and grind mentality, when I was in that overachiever mode, yeah, my expectations were they were unhealthy. I firmly believe the lifestyle that I was living is the reason why I had the diagnoses that I had with lupus and RA. There's a reason why I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. And we talked about how in Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, to have a diagnosis for like or autoimmune disorder or disease is to either have a lack of self-love or a deep sense of self-hate. That's what it means on an energetic level, right? And when I look back at my diagnosis and I look back at my experience, I definitely had a lack of self love. It was very much about what it is that I was giving to others and not what I was giving to myself. I realized that I had been putting myself on the back burner because my expectations were so high of myself. You don't have the opportunity to go and rest. You need to go and be that A student, right? You're a student government president. You have to show up to every single meeting all the time. If someone needs you, your door needs to be open. If you're going to be, a good political figure, or, you have to write the best essay ever as a literature major. I put so much pressure on myself. Self expectation should not equate to feeling pressure on yourself. I know people love to say that um, pressure is like pressure breeds diamonds or something like that, but like you're not a gemstone. You're a human being. Like maybe that concept does not work for your humanity. Like you're not a piece of coal that needs to be broken down into a diamond. You're a human being with a soft body and a warm heart that needs to be loved and cared for. So your self expectations should be things that help you to feel safe, help you to feel seen, and help you to have a level of success in your life that's rooted in love, as opposed to these self expectations that are mainly for outward recognition, right? They're mainly for other people to say that you're a good person or that you're brilliant or that you're beautiful. It's for a lot of outward validation. And I am asking and encouraging you to explore what it would look like when your self expectations allow you to explore what's happening within, allow you to get comfortable and to begin identifying who you are. Because if you're able to do that, you're able to build up your sense of self worth. Let me know if that makes sense, okay? I let go, I let love. Yes. Step back so they can step forward. Ashe. I love this. Yes. Ooh, that expectation word hit home. I realize, yes, I have expectations, but when they are placed on people, they need to be realistic and include grace. Sometimes I expect things, but find myself doing whatever I want, but wanting people to follow the plot I created in my head. Yes, Nia. I understand that. Oh, Jack, thank you for reminding me. This is a donation-based experience. Thank you, Jack, so much. If you're able to donate financially, you're more than welcome to do so on the platform. There's also alternative ways to donate in the emails that I send out. This is part of my livelihood, how I'm able to like pay my bills. So if you're able to donate, if something resonates with you today and you feel like it could really move your life forward, or you just want to support a fellow practitioner and creator, I would appreciate any donation. Thank you for reminding me, Jack, to do that because I forget every single time. And Alexa and I are beefing right now, so thank you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. When I found out my diagnosis, when I read that in the book, I was just sitting there like, at first, I was very defensive. Like, mean I love myself? What? I love myself? What are you talking about? Because I had did self-love work in the sense of like being a Black person, right? Being a woman, like not in the sense of like me as a person outside of even those two identities. I didn't even think about that. It was very much like, I love my blackness, I love my womanhood. What are you talking about? And it's like, okay, well, if we peel those two things away, what's left? Do you love that? That's when I was just like, interessante. Whatever do you mean? There's something outside of that? Like, I can't comprehend. And I had to have that journey of discovering who I was outside those identities. Because those are two things I'm very proud of, right? But those are not, that's not just it for me. I'm not just a black woman, right? I happen to be a fantastic one if you ask me, but that's not it. There's more underneath there, right? That's just the surface level of what you're getting, right? I'm funny, I'm witty, very kind, I'm a little dramatic, you know? Finding all these new things about myself allowed me to build up a sense of self-worth of there's something else outside of me, you know, outside of these categories that I um, am being placed in by society, right? Because if society didn't have these constructs, I wouldn't identify as that. I'd just be a person, a spiritual being, right? Super important for us to have that. Tanya, my diagnosis came 2 years after COVID started because I would blame myself for losing my brick and mortar yoga studio after 10 years. I was a mess. Ugh, I hate this. Um, all the emotions, anger, fear of the unknown, how to work without a studio, being um, middle aged and a mom of two. I get that. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, stress is a big indicator. It's something that can really trigger us to have diagnoses, you know what I mean? Like there are, when you talk about like gene work and stuff like that, there's things that live within us. Like my RA gene was dormant for the majority of my life up until the stress in my life from being in that hustle and grind culture, from being an overachiever, activated it. It was literally dormant. So there was an opportunity for it to remain dormant. Um, but because of the lifestyle that I was living, and the amount of stress and unnecessary pressure that I was placing on myself, I ended up activating it. And these things happen, right? And having that frame of mind gives me a sense of authority of if I activated something in my life that's harming me, right, or no longer feels good or doesn't feel safe or it's not healthy for me, I can deactivate it. And I know that that might be a little woo woo for a lot of people of like, well, no, that's a diagnosis. It's like, well, yeah, I was living 20 years without this concern. And then I started to compound that stress and I began to activate something that would have remained dormant without that deep level of stress I was putting on myself, right? There is, I want to be intentional about how I communicate this thought process. Because health is a very sensitive topic, especially for people who have autoimmune disorders um, or autoimmune diseases, right? I never want you to feel like, oh, so you're saying I brought this onto myself? That is not your journey. I'm speaking personally from my own experience where I identify as like, for me, yes, the way I was living my life, not eating correctly, not sleeping well, taking on so much stress and so much responsibility at a very young age, having an unsettling home life, um, just putting myself in these very harmful, stressful situations to prove that I was tough, to prove that I could endure. That, yes, for me, 100%, I brought that onto myself because I was not prioritizing myself. I thought my self worth was attached to the things that I could produce and give to this world. Nothing about that mindset is healthy. I don't know what could possibly um, grow from there, but something unhealthy, right? Once I was able to take ownership of your lifestyle is harming you, you have the awareness now. What are you going to do about it? My expectations of myself shifted. to ones where I value my sense of worth, my sense of love, my sense of caring for my humanity, for my body. These are very important things. And the truth is, a lot of us have these experiences in childhood. These like seeds are planted and then they grow and they fester into like really just unhealthy things in our lives. I had a conversation with my niece the other day, and we were talking about self care for the body and having a sense of pride in our appearance. There we go. And, you know, she's at an age where she's like, I don't care about my appearance, girl. I want to go outside and play, which I respect. I respect that because, yes, you go outside and you play, you live your best life. However, you have a body to take care of as well. So we were having that conversation and um, talking about the importance of like caring for yourself, not just using your body and your mind to go and just do things for other people, but really utilizing your body and your mind for your spirit so that you can have experiences, so that you can feel things like love and bliss and peace. And in order for us to have access to that, to be in a continuous flow of those, of that type of vibration, you need to take care of your body. You need to have a sense of self worth. You need to have healthy expectations of yourself. And some of us may need to raise those expectations. Let me know if that makes sense, okay? I feel that I put so much pressure on myself once I became a mom. I needed and wanted to do it all. Yeah, yeah. I can see that for sure. My sister is like amazing. And the weird thing is that we put this crazy amount of pressure on ourselves and then we don't remember all the incredible things that we do. And then you think that you're like untalented or unsuccessful or like unaccomplished. It's such an interesting dynamic. So like you become super person, right? And then you don't think that you do enough. You know? It's it's such a jarring experience of like, wow, it's me not realizing that I do like taking care of a person is a big deal on its own. Being a parent, being a caregiver is literally a full-time job on top of the full-time job that you currently have. And then you have the full-time job of also taking care of yourself. So now you're doing the job of three people as one person. And that's not even talking about what you contribute in your other titles in life. These are things that when you get lost in hustle and grind culture, when you get lost in self expectations that are for outward validation, you completely disregard the amount of harm and trauma you are bringing yourself in these experiences. Yeah, I'm trying daily to get myself into remission from cancer and managing my autoimmune disease. I want this for you so much, Tanya. Yes, the layers. Yeah, levels of self-love. Agreed. Shortly after giving birth, to my last child is when I received my autoimmune diagnosis. Yeah, dramatic. Thinking about the very thing yesterday. Yes, I'm very dramatic. I'm very open about that. But I'm like the good type of drama, you know? Like I tell really good stories. I'm very expressive, not like the drama where I like to cause chaos and like bring like uh tension into life. No. Mm-mm. No. Like instead of saying this is like light green, I would say this is like a seafoam green from like the waters of Antigua. That's my drama. That's my drama. My drama is just to make things sound and feel prettier. That's my drama. When I say I'm dramatic, that is what I mean. I'm talking about things that help to make life more elaborate and vibrational and like, you know, vibrant. That's my drama. Me, you know, causing chaos like that. When I was younger, sure. Now I'm just like, I'm not trying to cause chaos. Like I'm really about having clarity. But also sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, today drained me. And it'd be like, girl, your phone just died and it's okay. You know, like cutesy, very demure, if you will. Okay, let's see. Yes, that was my big T trauma. It was the most stressful time for sure. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Come on, deactivation. I love that perspective. Yeah, yeah. I really believe that. I have a really strong sense of belief in what it is that I'm able to accomplish in general. So I'm like, if I feel like I could do these things with all these outward variables that can get in my way, and I still feel like I can accomplish these things, and I have a good track record of accomplishing things outside in this world where things are ever changing all the time, why can I not apply that to myself and my inner world and ensure that my body is able to heal, that my mind is able to heal? I have always had that understanding of um, a spirit of rebellion, if you will. Like, just because you told me that's what it is, if I don't want to agree with it, I'm not going, like, that's just not going to be my experience. And that's just kind of it. Um, Sometimes I can, be a pain in my ass, but most times, especially when it came to my health diagnosis, and I expressed this before in the 28 days of gratitude, it's something that I really do believe saved my life because I just was not willing to accept the reality people were trying to place on me based off of the reality of other people who are not me. No one is me. No one has my level of skill set, genius, uniqueness. There's only one Lotus. So I may look similar in certain aspects and areas of life and skill set, but if I do not want to align to that, I'm not going to. Just because that was someone else's experience does not have to be mine. If I feel like that experience is going to minimize me, if it's going to make me feel weak or unsafe, I'm absolutely wholeheartedly rejecting it. 100%. Like, no. No. And I don't care if 100 people are telling me that's exactly what's going to happen. We're just going to have to wait and see because I don't believe that. And I understand the power of belief. So, you know, and I have proven a lot of people wrong. Let's just say belief is a big deal for me. But yes, same, mine was dormant. We all have many things waiting to come out. When stress shows up, it can trigger it 100%. Exactly. And that's why it's so important to live a healthy lifestyle because it really does help you not have to have unnecessary experiences. And I do believe personally for myself, me having those diagnoses, they were necessary because had I not been diagnosed, I definitely wouldn't be teaching wellness at all. I have no idea. I probably would have been a CEO of some Fortune 500 company because my drive was insane. But I also would have been probably very miserable. And I'm not saying that CEOs are miserable. I'm saying the lifestyle that I was choosing to live and lead, I would have been a very unhappy, a very not kind human being because that amount of stress that I was applying to myself just doesn't leave any room for that, right? Yes. Yes, Tanya, my mom says that all the time. Stress can kill, and stress has the potential to trigger or reignite cancer. Yep, she had cancer, so she's intentional about her stress and keeps it at bay. Yeah, for me, if I get too stressed, if I get too angry, I end up triggering a flare. So I'm very intentional about being as calm as possible. It is not uh, a hard thing for me to get upset. Again, as being a very passionate person, it's not a hard thing. However, I do have things in check. Again, those self expectations that keep me safe, right? That help me maintain my boundaries. Of okay, I have an expectation of myself where you're going to remain calm. And if you cannot remain calm, you're going to remove yourself from that space. Because the consequence of me not being calm is me going to the hospital because I have a flare. Or, me getting so sick that I can't move my body, or I can't spend time with my family, or I can't show up and teach. Those consequences I'm not willing to experience. So that means I have to remain calm. That means that I need to do the things and practice and keep myself regulated, keep my lifestyle in alignment with me being centered, me being able to de escalate my emotional waves because I also will be damned if someone outside of me is going to influence and cause me to get sick. I have full authority over that. No, no, I'm not about to engage with you. And sometimes people can take that as being dismissive, or like you don't really care deeply about me. And it's like, that's not true at all. However, I do care deeply about myself, right? There, it does come to a certain extent where it's just like, yes, I do love and care for you, but if I feel like you're about to put me in harm's way, no, I'm not going to engage. I'm just not. I've done that before, and every single time without fail I have gotten sick. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it at all. Thank you for sharing that, Nia. Love how gentle you are for others on sensitive topics. Thank you, Lotus. Yeah, it's important. I don't ever want anyone to feel like, sometimes I know like the motivational girlies and like the other spiritual wellness girls are like really intense, and I'm intense. But it's like, get up and make it happen, or, like make things shake. And it's just like, if that works for you, yes. But some people, like, we've been through so much. Can we be a little bit more gentle about it? Like, we can still have progress without it being like a boot camp, right? Like, I'm not a Tony Robbins girl, like, I'm not gonna scream at you to make it happen. There is a time and place for that. It's probably never going to be with me as your practitioner. There's just other ways for us to get to the end goal, and I really enjoy exploring those alternative ways, because I also feel like that helps to regulate the nervous system as well, when we could be a little bit more gentler with ourselves and the experiences that we're having, you know? Like, I actually made a post the other day about alcohol, just reminding people, like, it's not self-care. Alcohol is not self-care. There are no actual benefits to drinking whatsoever. Even the ones that are for wine, they're very limited, and it requires you to have a certain lifestyle in order for that to actually work. It is definitely a depressant. And I was just like a gentle reminder, and everybody in the comments was like, "Oh my God, yes, so true. It's like a neurotoxin." We're having this whole conversation, and then there was one person that was just kind of like, "Yeah, like you just need to make it happen and stop drinking and stop, being so shitty to yourself." And I'm like, "Girl, gentle reminder. I'm not asking you to beat yourself up about this. If you are someone that still enjoys a drink, I'm not judging you. I'm just wanting to remind you that it's not self-care. Two things could be true at the same time. I'm never trying to guilt you or shame you into wellness. I don't understand that. I understand that it could be very effective, but I just don't want to do that. I do my best to be as gentle as possible. Um, Still with the level of uh, firmness, right? I'm not wanting you to just uh, let go of yourself completely, but yeah, like, these are hard things. Someone talking about a diagnosis, like, that's big. That's not an easy thing to talk about. Someone talking about getting out of like an abusive situation is not an easy thing to talk about. The last thing that I want to do as a person, not even as a practitioner, as a human being, is make someone feel bad about something that they already feel bad about. Where's the humanity in that? Where's the humanity in guilting and shaming somebody about something that they are already feeling guilt and shame about? I'll never understand how that creates growth. I just don't think it does. I think that's part of one of the reasons why the world is in shambles, because there is no gentleness in our expression with each other, you know? We're very like hard to the core. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You need to understand me now. And it's just like, I don't know. For me, I'm just like, yeah, I understand you, babes, but the tone. Let's breathe together. Do you need a hug? I feel like you need a hug. I feel like you need some love and some care in your life, right? Yes. 100% resonating with the deactivation mindset. Thanks, Nia, for sharing. Hope your mom is doing better. Yes, I agree, Tanya. Thank you. Yes, she's doing better. Okay, cute, good. I feel society devalues those amazing efforts in motherhood and caregiving, making it harder to see and feel, which is wild, because I'm like, how did you all get here? Like, how do we all get here? Parenthood, right? Like, someone raised us, be it our mother, our father, grandmother, auntie, uncle, someone parented you. Somebody. And it may not have been to the best of their ability. It may have been to the best of their ability. But like, you are an adult because someone parented you. Why would we not have a level of uh adoration, honestly, and respect for being a parent, for being a caregiver, for being a guardian, like to protect another being. We understand the concept when it comes to like, things like military and like, war and stuff like that, of protecting the nation and things like that. Like, but there's individual people inside that nation as well that are being protected every single day by incredible human beings that are showing up and caring for them and loving them in a world that is continuously falling apart. That is huge. That is never something to minimize. And for a lot of my clients that are parents, especially moms in particular, because they experience mom guilt, I have to remind them, like, what you do is phenomenal, is literally God's work. That is not an easy thing to do. Never let anyone minimize anything that you do, but in particular, raising a person is huge. It's big. Like, no. Lotus, I like you're dramatic, and some of mine too. Yeah, yeah, I'm dramatic. It's fine. Everybody's like, if you meet people who know me, they're like, yeah, she's dramatic. But it's not in the negative way, I promise. I'm very mindful, very considerate, very, very demure. Yes, I'm very mindful about my drama. I'm very demure, okay? Very considerate. Spirit of rebellion. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to try to get into radical remission. Yes, by taking better care of myself, starting with tapping and lots of meditation. Yes, and we're going to do a tapping for self-worth in a little bit, and hopefully that helps, okay? I'm so grateful I came across you here. Your words came at the perfect time. Tanya, I'm so happy you're with us. Shoot, I know that's right. Yes, forever protecting my peace. Always. Like, I'll just walk away. I'm like, it's not that deep. One thing about me, baby, you don't gotta worry about me. I could go. It's not a thing for me to collect my things and head out. No, no, thank you. I've done enough. Thank you. Right, exactly. Peace. Struck by all the growth, wisdom, and love you have been developing through the painful, heavy experiences. I really feel like that's what they're for. They're there for us to have that. Monique, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Have to go to work. I remember you mentioning your reply. How do I find? Can you DM me, Peaceful? Either on Instagram or I feel like we're connected on Instagram too, right? So you can DM me there too. Okay? Yes, 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 yes. Aggression of any kind is not work. No, it's not. I do not get it, and I certainly won't receive it. I know, yeah. I don't understand it. It does not work for me. Yes, exactly, Monique. Exactly. It's what must, it's what most of us have. I'm so sorry. It's what most of us that have experienced trauma, immune disorders, and certain diagnoses. The way to deactivate is not to be a part of the hustle and grind system. It's not for us. It's really not. It's not for anybody, but that's a different story. I spent too many years subjecting myself to pressure, stress, and overwork, coupled with being in an abusive relationship for 23 years. I'm cultivating success, harmonizing with peace, love, and ease. Yes, Goddess Mo. If it's mine or for me, it's got to come that way now. Yes, I cannot go back to doing the most to my system to perceive success. Yeah, yeah. 100%, 100%, 100%. Wow, that was so beautiful. Janine, yes, except the Palestinians who no one is protecting. That is a very strong statement, because I know that there are a lot of people personally that are continuing to do their activism, self included, to bring awareness to what's happening in Palestine, what has happened in Gaza and Rafah, what's happening in the Congo and Sudan. There are a lot of people who are doing work to ensure that we are saving however many people that we can. I never want us to think that no one is protecting, because there are so many people that I know who are not even sleeping, who are raising money, raising funds, keeping us aware, keeping our ears to the ground to make sure that we know that we need to keep sharing information. We need to keep showing up at protests and rallies. We need to be calling our representatives, letting them know what it is that we will not stand for. People are applying pressure. That is also a form of protection. I know firsthand that there are people who are fighting tooth and nail to ensure that protection. Unfortunately, I don't know why it's not a bigger thing, and that part is very infuriating for me. But people go hard. People go hard for Palestine, for Congo, for Sudan. Don't let that it can be very easy for us to think that someone is not protecting someone else, right? I think about that a lot, just being a Black woman in this country, where we were just speaking about Sonia Masi and how she was, unalived in her own home by the very people that were supposed to protect her. Um, and it can make you feel like no one is protecting me, no one is doing anything. And then I think about the hundreds of thousands of activists that are not just on social media, that are in real life, that are doing things, that are making changes, that are trying to bring laws in, that are calling for ceasefires. That is a form of protection. People are doing it. Just because certain heads of states, heads of countries are not listening, the people are doing something. Don't ever think that they're not, because that's how we feed into that mentality of letting them think that they're actually right for what they're doing, that they're actually like it's affirming them. No, there are people protecting, always. You may have to look and search for it. It may be a call. If you don't see it enough, it may be source calling you to be that person. But it's happening. It's happening. It's definitely happening. And we're going to propel that. We want that to avalanche. We want that to be experience. We want that to be the dominating force. That we protect all bodies, that we protect all people everywhere, that we're not harming human beings for things, for land, for resources, that we as a collective of spiritual beings can do and be more. We're going to keep that going. That is going to be the avalanche. That is going to be the dominating force in everyone's experience. I have firm belief in that. And again, I am someone who's comfortable standing by myself on that platform if I need be. But I see it every single day. Every single day. I'm constantly trying to figure out ways myself personally to be more informed, to express my activism, to donate more, to do whatever it is that I can for the people in this country as well as the people in different countries. Because again, we're all human, period. So I say that with love, 100%. Okay. Yes, parenting is no joke. I'm thankful for the meditation. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy you're still awake. Yes, have a peaceful day, everyone. Gentle. Yes, thank you, peaceful. Okay, thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Peaceful, thank you so much. Good morning, Stephanie. Hi, Rachel. I've been listening in the background. There is self-care and activism as well. Yes, we are spiritual beings in this human experience. Ashe. Yes, I agree. Yes. Thank you for welcoming people. I appreciate this, y'all. Lindsay, hi, how are you? Yes. Yes, I'm very stressed out about the war. I understand that completely. That's something to be completely very, very stressed out about. It's not a great experience for anybody. Like, oh man. Again, I'm a very passionate person. I have a very deep love for humanity, even when I don't understand what the hell is going on sometimes. But it is also important to keep your eye on the prize. And the prize is that everyone is protected, everyone is safe, that we stop doing stupid things like harming people and wiping out generations of society and lineage for intangible things, for that we stop that, because that is not what we're here for. And a lot of us have lost the plot to humanity. A lot of us has lost the plot to life, to living. It is not to cause harm to other people. It has never been that. It's never been that. That has never been why we are here as spiritual beings, to cause harm. I don't know how we got here, but I do believe that taking care of ourselves allows us to better take care of others. And that is why it's so important for us to have a deep sense of self-worth. Because guess what? If I understand my worth, I am so much more intentional and gentle and caring to other people. Because if I have that type of self-worth, that means that you are worth something too. And when you have a deep sense of self-worth, when you have healthy expectations, you then hold space for other people to develop that for themselves. And we create a positive ripple effect in this world to help offset a lot of the chaos and disharmony that exists here. Because of my deep sense of self-worth, I am able to see the worth in others. Being aware of your self-worth, being confident, being about self-love does not mean that you minimize other people. If anything, the byproduct of that is that you have a deep love and appreciation and kindness for other human beings, because you want that for yourself, because you've given that to yourself and you've seen what it has done to allow you to flourish in your life. Being a person that has self-worth, being a person that does self-care, being a person that self-loves, literally raises your sense of integrity in your ability to express your humanity. It literally helps you to see other people as human beings, not as someone that got on your nerves, not as a person that's behind you online that's annoying you, but as a human being that probably has their own set of traumas and experiences and heartache and heartbreak that they've gone through, that they don't address or they don't talk about, or that are running them ragged, and that's why they're so mean and off-putting. You're able to have a better sense of others when you have a strong sense of self. Okay? Stephanie, I'm so grateful today I'm sitting on my porch meditating, listening to you instead of having to go back to the toxic job that I left. I'm also grateful that I'll be starting my new job very soon. Stephanie, I'm so happy for you as well, because toxic jobs are not it. It's not cute. It's not something that we want to sustain. So I love that you were able to get yourself back into an alignment that feels best for you. I'm dozing in and out, holding on for tapping. Let's do it, Summer Star. Let's make it happen. Okay? Yes. I feel like harm is rooted in ignorance and insecurity. It is, Dina. Those types of people won't make the effort to be enlightened and compassion. Depends. It really depends. It depends on what they're here to do and what their journey is. Because ignorance and insecurity is everywhere, but so is compassion. So is the sense of safety, right? We never know what experience someone has that makes them aware of what's been going on in their lives and how they've been contributing to a negative aspect of self or society. I left a toxic job after my mom passed. I was working with myself and stayed home for years. I allowed myself to believe that great work environments don't exist, but where I am now, I've been for over a year, and they encourage breaks, vacations, family communication. I love that. I've had 3 promotions since starting. Okay, I love this for you. And I truly believe it's spirit, because everything is coming to me with ease and flow. I couldn't agree more. 100%. Yeah. The lack of empathy is so tragic. It really is. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing your story. Beautiful. Okay, let's do some tapping, because Summer Star is getting sleepy and I understand. And I want to make sure that we end at a good time. Okay, so let me bring that up for us. And then while we're doing that, what I would love for you to do is to grab some water. You guys know I was gonna say that. Like, let's be for real. I'm always asking you guys to drink water. Okay? And I want you to get into a comfortable position for the EFT. Definitely drink some water. For those who have never tapped before, this is your first time. Let's do it. Yes, I got you. Let's make it happen, okay? So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique or Techniques, and it is the beautiful healing modality of tapping on acupressure points on the body, and this allows us to reprogram the mind, reprogram the body, to transform any traumas we may have, to reprogram the mind to be supportive of more positive mindsets. This is great for anybody who struggles with PTSD, anxiety, ADHD, low self esteem, autoimmune or chronic illnesses. Their benefits for EFT are endless, and it's a very easy thing for us to do. I'm going to go over the basics of it before we jump in for anyone that's new and hasn't tapped with us before. If you've already tapped with us before, this is your cue to go drink water. That's all I want you to do in this moment, okay? So there are 9 tapping points that we'll be using in this tapping round, and it is the side of hand where my tattoo is, between the pinky knuckle bone and the wrist bone. You would lightly tap here. You have the top of the head, where the crown chakra would be. You have the start of the brow. You would trace that brow bone to the side of your eye, and not the temple, but the eye bone, the ocular bone. You would trace under, and then tap the ocular bone underneath the eye. Then underneath the nose, above the top lip, you would tap here. In the crease of your chin, you would tap there. You would feel for your collarbone, and in the fleshy part underneath, you would tap there, right? You can interlock and do butterfly tap. And then you have underneath the arm. So you would trace your armpit to the end of your armpit, and you would tap here. If you're someone that wears a bra, it'd be where your bra strap is. You could tap on either side. It does not matter. The activation still happens, okay? And for people who are highly sensitive, here are some alternative ways for you to tap. The traditional way is to lightly tap. You could use 1 finger, 2 fingers, all the fingers. But some alternative ways are to pulse, keeping the hand to the body, to rub, very soothing, and then to hover. For people who are very sensitive to energy, I always encourage you just to hover. You're still getting the same benefits without overstimulating your body. Because as we tap, we are tapping into the electromagnetic field that our body has, and it could feel like someone just turned a light switch on for you. And if that's an overwhelming experience, so for some of us it's refreshing, for some of us it may not be. So if it's not for you, I want you to hover. If at any moment in time in a tapping session you feel a bit overwhelmed, I want you to pause. I want you to give yourself a nice big hug, alternating arms, nice big hug, and then go drink some water, and then come back to the tapping session when you feel a bit more grounded, and hover, okay? When you're tapping, you might notice that you get a little sleepy. You might end up getting energized. You might yawn, you might belch, you might tear up. These are all signs that the energy is moving in the body. So allow the energy to move however it needs to, and trust in the process. If there's a tapping point that feels really good to you and you want to just stay there, stay there. I trust that that's where you need to be. We call that your sweet spot, and your body knows what it needs. Each tapping point means something. So trust in the process, more importantly, okay? And we're going to do a tuning scale. So what we do with the tuning scale, we document our journey, because EFT is very subtle and it could seem like nothing is happening when in fact there's a lot that's going on. So we have a tuning scale, -10 being the worst you've ever felt, 0 being I don't feel bad, I don't feel good, and then +10 being the absolute best you've ever felt. I want you to let a number come to you. You can close your eyes and think about it. -10 being the worst you've ever felt, 0 being I don't feel bad, I don't feel good, and then +10 being the absolute best you've ever felt. Whatever number comes up for you, I want you to drop it in the chat, okay? Oh, then this is perfect for you. If you have ADHD, this is perfect for you, okay? And I'm gonna drop my number in the chat because I'm a little sleepy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, numbers are coming in. I'm gonna take a nice sip of water. Again, just reminding you. Okay, remember, water helps to keep the emotions flowing. As you're freeing the emotions and tapping, that's what EFT means, emotional freedom technique, emotional freedom techniques. You really are going to be freeing your emotions. Water helps you to not feel overwhelmed by that process and that experience, okay? Okay, beautiful. Numbers are dropped. Let's do it. We're going to start with our negative round first. To be very clear, a negative round does not mean that you're calling this into your existence. It just simply means that you have either heard this about yourself, you've heard it in talking to someone else, or you felt this way about yourself. And we bring the negative things to the front by tapping in a safe space so that we can transform it, so that we can accept it and move forward. And then we'll do a positive round, okay? I'm never going to leave you feeling unsure of yourself or feeling in a lower vibration with tapping, okay? Let's begin. We're going to start the sleight of hand. I want you to just keep tapping here. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale. I'm just going to make my script a little larger for me to see. There we go. Keep tapping. Deep inhale, exhale. Softening the shoulders. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. Repeat after me. Use your voice. Your voice is your medicine, okay? Even though I struggle with knowing my worth, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I sometimes doubt my worth, and that makes me feel trapped, I choose to honor and appreciate myself. Even though I've been holding on to these negative beliefs about myself and what I deserve, I am open to letting them go and embracing my true worth. Top of head. I doubt my worth, and it happens more often than I'm comfortable with. I'm gonna go to the starter brow. And it makes me feel trapped, like I'm in a prison. I'm gonna go to unsightly eye. And it's because I've held on to these negative thoughts. Things people have said about me. Things I say to myself. They're just on a loop in my head. Underneath the eye. And it's a burden. It's a burden to me. It's so heavy. To have so much self-doubt. To think that I'm not good enough. To think that I'm not doing enough. Underneath the nose. I want to release these doubts. These negative thoughts. I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel good about who I am and why I'm here. I want to feel valued. Chin. I'm realizing now that I've been denying myself the experience of feeling worthy. And I deserve to know my worth. I'm going to go to the collarbone. I can choose to feel worthy in this moment. And then I can build on that until I embody it. Underneath the arm, tap here. I will release these negative thoughts. I will let go of these unhealthy beliefs. I am worth it. And I am worthy. Even if I don't feel like it just yet. I want us to drop our hands to our side. Take a nice deep inhale, breathing in. Slow exhale, letting go, softening the shoulders. And think of that tuning scale. -10 being the worst you've ever felt, 0 being I don't feel bad, I don't feel good, and then +10 being the best you've ever felt. And drop a new number in the chat, okay? I'm going to do the same. And if you feel a little heavy after that negative round, drink some water. It will definitely help, okay? Oh, Erin, I'm so happy. Okay, and then we're going to get into our positive rounds. We're going to start at the side of hand. When you guys are ready, take your time. Making sure everybody's good. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Deep inhale, exhale. Softening the shoulders, unclenching the jaw, dropping your tongue from the roof of your mouth, softening the brows, and repeat after me. I am discovering my true worth, and it feels good. It's exciting. A little unknown, but I'm so happy to be doing this finally. Top of the head. And it makes me feel good, liberated, knowing that I am worthy. It makes my heart smile. Brow. Releasing these old beliefs is a lot easier than I thought it would be. And I love that for me. Side of the eye. I feel free to embrace my worth, to claim that I am worthy, and to deeply believe it. Underneath the eye. I am so worthy of my own love, of my own respect, and I am worthy of the love from others, the respect from others. Underneath the nose. I choose to honor my self-worth by taking better care of myself, by loving myself deeper. Chin. I'm empowered by this realization. I am worthy. And it feels so good to say, me, I'm worthy. And I'm worthy because I exist. It's as simple as that. Collarbone. As I let go of the past and I embrace this present moment, I'm overwhelmed, overjoyed by my deep sense of self-worth. There's only one of me, and I exist beautifully. Underneath the arm. My worth is becoming clearer as I'm tapping. I'm clarifying. I am so valuable, priceless even. Top of the head. And it feels so good to know this, to say this, to use my mind, my energy, to reinforce this. I am worthy. Brow. These new beliefs empower me. They make me sit up straighter. They give me more confidence. They put me at ease. Side of the eye. And I'm worthy of all the good things in life. I am worthy of healthy love. I am worthy of a healthy body. I am worthy of a healthy mind. Underneath the eye. In this moment, I declare that I embrace my self-worth completely. I am a person who knows in every cell of their being that I'm worthy. Underneath the nose. I let this feeling flow through me, refreshing my mind and my spirit, coming home to my divine truth that I have always been worthy and I will always be worthy. Chin. Nothing on this earth, nothing that anyone says to me could ever change that truth. It's a part of me now. Collarbone. To be my authentic self, to be in alignment, to be a spiritual being, is to know and to express my deep, unwavering sense of self-worth. Underneath the arm. I raise my expectations so that people who encounter me treat me how I treat myself. As a very worthy person, worthy of gentleness, worthy of love, worthy of bliss, worthy of success, simply because of who I am. Side of hand. My self-worth is not earned. It is source given. And absolutely no one, including myself, can take that truth away from me now. I am worthy. I am so worth it. And I believe that. In my bones, it is true. Deep within my heart, my self-worth is overflowing now. And it is endless, limitless. And it covers me and protects me. And as I show up, understanding my self-worth, I can expand my empathy and my compassion for others as they do the same. I want you to place your hands over your heart. Take a nice deep inhale. Maybe close your eyes if that feels good. Deep inhale, breathing into the lower belly. Open mouth, exhale, release. Softening the shoulders. Deep inhale, breathing in, expanding the belly as much as you possibly can on that inhale. Taking it into the chest and open mouth, exhale, release. Tilting the chin down a little bit, closer to the heart, opening up the back of our throat chakra. Deep inhale, breathing in. And on that exhale, bringing the chin up towards the sky, opening up the front part of our throat chakra. And slowly bringing our head back to a neutral position. And I want you to think of that tuning scale. -10 being the worst you've ever felt, 0 being I don't feel bad, I don't feel good, and +10 being the best you've ever felt. And let me know in the chat how you're feeling now, and go ahead and drink some water. If you have to go ahead and go. Thank you for staying with us for the tapping session. If you would like to let me know how you're feeling outside of the number scale, the tuning scale, let me know in the comments below. Again, this is a donation-based practice, so if you are able to donate, I deeply appreciate it so much. If anything we spoke about, if the tapping session resonated with you and you're able to give financially, I would deeply appreciate it. You can give on Insight Timer or any other platform that I have. Those alternative links would be in the email. If you're not in the email list, please DM me your email so that I can place you on the list. I send emails out a few times throughout the week, and they're very informative and honest, and there's tons of links and resources there for you. Okay? I'm so happy you're able to join too. Yes. Okay. Also, today's the last day to join the garden membership. It closes and it won't be open again until October. So if you are looking to do deeper work with me, to have more exclusive content and things like that, I encourage you to grab your membership before the end of today. Okay? And let me check in with you all. Hi, Jane. Hello, Celeste. Hi. Oh, my Stanley Cup is a family cup. I am not in support of Stanley because they unfortunately support a genocide. So, I have a little fake one, but it gets the job done. Oh, Goddess Mo, thank you for sending a Venmo. I have to access my Venmo account so I can actually heart your messages. I see them in my email, but me and technology. Terry, thank you so much for your donation. I'm so happy to have you here. Stephanie, thank you. Have a beautiful day. Amy? No. Did I miss Amy's name? No, there's 2 Amy's. Yes. First time here. I really love tapping. This was lovely. Terry, I'm so happy you did. Yes, 9. Grateful to be here. Grateful for you, Lotus. Love you all. Celeste, thank you so much for being with us. And remember, the podcast episode comes out on Friday. First episode of the new podcast, the new season. I am very excited. It's called Lotus Like. I'm going to drop that in the chat. Please go ahead and subscribe on any platform you listen to your podcast on because it's going to be so good. I'm so excited. The theme is starting over. So that drops on Friday. And then on Sunday, we'll be going live again. So you can always RSVP for next Sunday's class as well. Okay? Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Lotus. Have a great day, everybody on purpose. Yes, Nia, same to you. 9+. Yeah, that's amazing. Thanks, Lotus. I stayed awake and ran and make sure my fresh lemons and lime water was ready with electrolytes. Thank you, Summer Star, beforehand when you remind us. Thanks. It's going to be a great day. It really is. Elisa, first time tapping with you. Thank you. I'm so happy you're here. Amy, yes, it was Amy. Oh my God. Both of the Amy's are here. Yes, you made it to the tapping. Perfect time. Yes, I have a fake Temu cup. Same girl. I was just like, look, I'm not about to support that. Whoop, whoop. Happy new season. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm so proud of my body of work. Oh, +7. That's beautiful, Mo. I really, really hope you guys check it out. Let me know what you think. The trailer is up, available on YouTube now, but the podcast will be available on Friday. Oh, and then people who are in the garden have already heard the episode. So if you guys want to check that out too, you can do that as well. Thank you. That was fire today. Thank you, Jack. Wolf Mama. Love you, Summer Star. See you guys for tapping. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 11:11. I'll see you guys there too. I have my alarm set. I love you so much. If you guys want to tap with us daily, you can join the Insight Timer group. Here we go. I put it in here for you all. And yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week. And we will be hearing from each other on Friday when the episode drops, because you're going to leave a comment, leave a heart, leave a comment, leave a rating for the podcast too. There's 100 episodes on the podcast already, so you can feel free to check those out. Tons of resources and things like that. This new season, we just talk more about the neuroscience behind wellness. I'm very excited for that. But I talk about everything from self-worth to self-sabotage to how to make the perfect matcha drink. It's a really fun podcast. And yes, Lotus Like. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, I know. That was huge, Celeste. A big deal. Bye, Ginger. Followed on Spotify last night. Thank you for following. Wonderful day, Lotus, everyone. Yes, same. Have a great day.